how good is your energy? Really, how high is your energy? How vibrant are you? How full of life are you? Because oftentimes if you ask somebody that question and go, how are you doing? They'll be like, yeah, I'm really good. But what are they basing that on? Because if we're operating at a level where we've allowed certain things to saturate into our system, not really eating well, not really moving as much as we should do. Now, if that becomes our normal level, if that becomes our equilibrium, that might only be 70%. So what about the other 30%? How does that look? Because if we're not used to accessing it, then we're never going to know what that feels like. We've forgotten, haven't we? We've forgotten about it completely. So if somebody then sort of asks you, how do you feel? And you go, yeah, I feel great. You know, we're not basing it out of 100%, we're basing it out of 70. Because we've lost sight of that other 30%. And I'm just picking these numbers at random, by the way. So what I do is I help people to see that actually there's another 30% there. That's accessible to you, you know? And actually once you've seen that, and once you've been in that, and once you've rediscovered that, because we always used to have it when we were smaller, because we used to play without agenda, we used to make things up, and we stopped doing that as we became grown up and adult about things, you know. But it's still there, and that's kind of where my sort of the idea behind the 7 spindles came from. But these are areas that if we kind of really want to take a look at ourselves, honestly, you know, and it's not to point fingers and to wag fingers at each other or ourselves, most importantly, which is what we do. But literally, it's to ask those questions. Am I really maximizing? Am I squeezing the juice out of the lemons of life, you know, completely? Or am I leaving a load of it in? I'm just giving them a little bit of a squeeze, you know. If this kind of percolated those thought cogs going, then get in touch, leave me a comment. I have something called a wellness wheel that I send out to people. So if that sounds like something that you might want to have a look at, get in touch and I will send it through to you. If I'm not organised, there'll be a link in the description below. Okay, I was just looking to see where the dog was. I'll catch you next time. Okay, ta-da!